You know, like, you're superhuman, you're amazing. I'm like, you fuckers don't know anything about me, man. You gotta start sharing this stuff, man, because people see where you're at today. If they see the man you are today, show these people where you come from. Everything I do, I try to do my very best. And now that I'm out here trying to share this story with people, I want to be so real and so authentic. I had to show people I was human. You know, people didn't think I was human. Mm-hmm. They thought I came from outer space, man, from some spacecraft and shit, and landed down here and just formed Goggins from the rocks and the soul of the earth. No, it's not how it is, man. So I said, I'm gonna share a secret with you all. When I talk to people, like, I see where I'm at today, but I know where I come from. I'm amazed at what a human being can actually do. So when I start talking to myself in the third person, it's strictly because I know that I literally made this human being out of just like a whole bunch of scraps. You know, I wasn't trained in how to build a human being from nothing. You know, like, my mom didn't train me, my dad didn't train me. Well, life did train me. Yeah. And I started putting this scrap metal together. I'm like, I wonder what the fuck's gonna happen. You know, the first year I tried to do it was all fucked up. And after a while, I started learning more and more and more through pain and suffering. I started learning so much about stuff. Before I knew it, man, I built this beautiful car. And I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? And I knew how, and I know how to do it because I have all the tools. Through all the failure I went through trying to build this person who's Goggins.
If you want to be hard and you want to be strong, vulnerability and open-mindedness are the keys to that kingdom.
The one thing that made me who I am today is being vulnerable. It's breaking myself down to the absolute rock bottom and being able to tell people who I am. And that's how I fixed it. Literally, I have a whole bunch of character problems, character flaws. I've lied about this. I've cheated here. I'm insecure here. This isn't the real me. I lied to you about that. I wanted your acceptance in life. All those things happen, but the thing about it is that we get judged so quickly by who we are. We don't know. We don't go to where it happened. You know, life created this person, me. Life created me to be this fucked up person that I was back in the day. It's not my fault. Now I gotta go back and fix this shit though. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this isn't your fault, why you do some things you do, why you feel the way you feel. But no one's coming back to save your ass. You know what? When you come from a small town, and you come from a place that a lot of people don't want to come out of it and get out of it, and all you want to do is become somebody, small town mentality is a real mentality. You've got to be able to get out and let your mind see open-mindedness. Because a small town, what it does to you is it closes your mind. Completely closes your mind. Not everybody. This isn't everybody. A lot of people. You have to be able to go out there and create open-mindedness. You need space. Like, a lot of racism, a lot of ignorance in the world, it comes from people not being out and seeing other things, seeing other people, seeing all kind of shit. That's why we judge so harshly, because our minds are so closed to the reality of life. The beatings were horrible, but the mind torture was the worst. He got so deep in my head as a young kid, and that really fucks up your foundation. You know, when you're born, man, there's some sensitive years in there, man, where your brain starts to develop and it starts to give you self-esteem, courage, confidence, all those things. The worst thing to do is when you see your mom getting beat senseless at a young kid. Mm-hmm. That shit scars you permanently when you're already in the deepest, darkest dungeon of all time. And I think that's where I started really creating myself. I had to really start creating a certain pattern, a certain process, a certain kind of indestructible toolbox to handle my life. That's what I want to be. I want to be a guy like that.
Yeah, this desire within you to find like a strong, positive male, role model for your life.
I was looking hard, man.
But what I didn't realize was that you developed that when you were like a junior in high school. Yeah. You started doing that. Yeah. But it's not like, I did the accountability mirror and then everything started working out for me.
No, it wasn't like it was a fix it all. No, it was just it was a starting point to start holding myself accountable. And how that came to be, man, my mom got a letter from school, and this is when I had to reveal myself and all my secrets. The secret came out, man, that I wasn't going to school, that I had flunked most of my classes. I had my report card in there for everybody to see, one of them, and it was revealed. And she was like, what is this? And this was like, she didn't see any report cards in my life, And at this time, she was frustrated. You're done. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you are on your own. I was a fat guy trying to be a Navy SEAL now, and my life had come to this crossroads where I'm like, man, you have to go right. And no one was going right. Everybody was going left. I'm like, you have to go right. And to know the pain and suffering I was about to endure by going right, the amount of accountability and failure I was going to witness and suffer by myself alone on this journey, it was daunting. Think about that shit. A guy that came from nothing, I put my whole life, and I'm gonna go out here and put everything on David fucking Goggins to be a Navy SEAL. Not to go be a fucking, Boy Scout or some shit, a Navy SEAL. And I did all this shit just to get the opportunity to succeed. That's what people don't fucking understand, man. People see the end result. I remember that guy saying, my God, man, I can't believe what the fuck I've just done. I put everything, ruin relationships, ruin this, ruin that, put everything on the fact I have to become someone in this world.
Where does that come from?
It comes from a disgusting place of not being fulfilled in your life, of afraid of dying, having never accomplished anything. That's a fear that some people run away from, that people don't want to face. When you have a real fear of dying and being just another person, that I live to pay the bills, I made $1,000 a month. If that makes you feel good, that's great. It didn't make me feel good. I wanted to, the first time in my life, after 26 years, it was 24, 25, wherever I was, I wanted to feel good about myself.